Coach, I'm excited about this one, man. Number one, transfer portal linebacker Rasheem Biles commits to Texas. This dude can ball, and he's a well-rounded linebacker. That's what I noticed too.
Yeah.
Just PFF and tape. This guy moves really well. Before we talk about him, head over to Inside Texas. 50% off right now. Ultimate Fan Bundle. You will get our site, as I've mentioned, Inside Texas, On Three and Rivals bundled all together. Would absolutely love to see you over there. Come join us. All right, Coach. So we got Cryer yesterday, more of a depth piece. This is not a depth piece. This guy is coming in to start. He can ball. We'll let him do their competition, but I don't buy it much. This dude is the real deal, man. So what are your thoughts? First things first, Coach.
Man, look, I'm super excited. Like, you got a guy that he never has to come off the field. It doesn't matter the matchup. You want to go 12 personnel? Cool. You want to go 11? Cool. 10? It doesn't matter. Yep. I can play in the box. I can play outside the box. I also can play nickel. Like, you got a versatile piece to add to the defense now that you didn't have. I know you got Ty Smith, who's young and steady growing. He's going to be great too. If you look at it, he almost plays similar, right? But if teams want to spread us out, throw the ball, you got two linebackers that can stay and cover in space. That's what Biles adds to this defense. You can be versatile and do so much with him, man. He can blitz off the edge. What can he do? You're looking at his film like he's all over the place. He lines up on the edge. He's coming from depth blitzing. I don't know. I see Drew Kelson share the screen. Drew reminds me of you a little bit, maybe, but no, man, I love this get. I love this pickup.
Yeah. So let's look over some just basic PFF stuff. So what I notice is that his run defense is really sound because I see him at first and kind of making coverage plays. 8th in power for run defense grade, which is awesome. Overall, I think he's 7th, and everybody else ahead of him are at their schools, right?
Yeah.
So best available without a doubt. And then PFF has him with a high amount of sacks. They have him with 6 sacks on the year too. So you're getting a player that moves well in space. You're getting a player that can play the run, and you're getting a player that can, like you said, can come off the edge and get sacks. And Muschamp will like that in a linebacker, right? So that's a big factor. You fighting off your kids back there?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah, I
am. But this is absolutely a huge one. This is one I wanted really bad. I was complaining to Eric yesterday about it. I was like, man, I hope we can land him, dude. So I'm ecstatic about this grab, man. I think he's going to be able to replace the room and be an instant impact guy.
Yeah, you definitely look. You talking about a guy come in. I know he's looking one more year. He's playing college football. Then he's off to the NFL.
Yeah,
what better school to have that one great year than Texas? We need him. I think it's a great fit. It's a great match for what he wants to do. Then he can prove he can play in the SEC as well, right? Against bigger competition. I know the ACC, they got some good teams. They play a good brand of football, but he's in the SEC now, so he get a chance to go against some of the best week in and week out. I think he get a chance to prove himself. I think it's an absolute steal, man. Get a guy from Ohio to come to Texas. I guess he get to go against a couple of people he knows week 2 next year. But I love it, man. Like somebody just put definition of proven production. He has that totally.
Nice. I'll be in the UK in a couple months. I'm planning that trip, so maybe I'll see you over there. Connor Blair, who also has the same name as me. All right. And then what I noticed too, in 2024, he started as well, and he has the numbers held. Same 6 sacks, same grades. So you've had 2 years of consistency from this guy too, right? It wasn't just popping up with one good year. So he had 534 sacks last year, 670 this year. So he can be consistent. And I think there's not really a select linebacker, right? There's not a Mike and Will in the Muschamp defense that this guy does this and this guy does that. They're actually pretty interchangeable talking to Pack. But what they're looking for are dominant athletes. They can rush the passer. They can do a lot of things. That's exactly what he's going to bring to the Longhorns, man.
Yeah, man. Look, I don't know. Like people just like the phone's blowing up, the chat's blowing up. Like people are excited about this. I know it's been a while, few days here in the portal. Everybody's hitting refresh, trying to find out, man, what's going on? We're going to get somebody, and you got a stud. You got an absolute dude in the steel here in Rasheem Biles, and so I don't think you can ask for much more, right? I mean, you're looking for a veteran presence in the linebacker room, a room that's already thin. Kind of gives them a bridge to get Tyler Atkinson up to speed as a freshman coming in. Like it's the perfect match. It's perfect marriage. It's exactly what Will Muschamp needed. Somebody who can line up everybody. He's communicate. He's seen enough. Look, you play for Pat Narduzzi, man. You got to be a tough kid mentally, right,
Yeah.
to play for a coach like that. And so he's not afraid of Coach Boone whatsoever. I think it'll be a perfect relationship. He can kind of take. He can kind of be tone deaf or whatever the case. Muschamp may yell at him, but he's one of the players that can take it. I feel like and be like, hey, this is what he's trying to say, guys, and relay that message to everybody else. And you need that in the room, I think, relating to the new incoming guys who are going to be new to Coach Boone, Coach Muschamp. And I think it's just, like I said, it's just a great fit overall.
Yeah, and he's going to have that versatility because the last linebacker commit we were saying situational. This guy's good in every situation. So 4 down, the 4-2-5 stuff, the mint front, all of that. And hey, man, having Anthony Hill, we've had some success with linebackers being able to sack guys. So to have that element of your game too, I mean, we saw what Georgia's done with us when they start blitzing linebackers and putting him on backs, right? And so he'll, like Coach said, he'll line up on the actual edge, but just to have the ability and the athlete too to get after quarterbacks, I think is going to be a big key for Muschamp.
Yeah, I was looking at, we talked about it a little bit. When we get too far eyes, we go to like the tight or mint front, whatever the case. That linebacker defensive end is in a 4-eye. He can play in the middle or the B gap and still get outside and contain. Like he has so much athleticism. Like you think you got the edge, but then he's fast enough to get over top and cover that gap too. So that's why I like him, because you can do so many things when you can line him up. You can show so many looks, but he has the speed and athleticism to play multiple spot, multiple gaps. And you're never wrong, right? On defense, even though the offense thinks they have something open, it's not there. He can erase it. So having him on the field, I think, is going to be so beneficial going to next year against teams that, like I said, however you want to play us, you want to run the ball, go 12 personnel, let's do that. You want to spread us out? Well, I got an answer for that too. And so I think you'll probably see the best. I don't know how long have you had a cover linebacker like this in a very long time. I mean, Ty Anthony Smith is there, but I'm really trying to think of one that was
not like a show up and a mature all the way there coverage linebacker.
But yeah, this is perfect fit, man. Perfect.
Yeah. Yeah, because Anthony Hill wasn't that. Anthony Hill had other skill sets, but coverage was not his strong suit at all. So I'm looking over some stat lines here. I think he had 2 picks on the year.
Mm-hmm. Take him back to the house too.
Yeah, you said, did he house both of them?
He did. He housed both of them.
Okay, cool. So that's nice. I would also enjoy that to be a major aspect. So I'm trying to pull here. There's a lot going on this here PFF. Well, it's not wanting to pull it for me right now, so I will not make the chat wait. But yeah, I'm just excited about this one, guys. This is what we've been waiting for, to get a little something going in the portal. And so we need to see. And then, hey, man, maybe if you can land both of those guys that came by and visited, Uluave and Biles, man, you're dealing with like the top linebacking core in the country. So and you got Ty Smith, right?
Yeah.
Ready to take the next step.
Yeah.
So it goes from having nobody in there besides Ty Anthony Smith to potentially the best in college football, which would be wild.
Yeah, that's wild. You got a great argument there. You can definitely say that. I mean, you got the Cal linebacker. He can play. He can be your traditional Mike linebacker, right? I think he has the size, prototype, and the build to play a true Mike. I doubt teams don't run 4-3 anymore, essentially, but you could with these guys, right? And keep big bodies in the box and to stop a running team like a Georgia when they say, hey, we're going to lean on you. Yeah, not today, right? And I think it'll pay off dividends. I think we'll see it week 2. How Ohio State plays, we'll be able to match them up. And so I can't wait to see that. You look at Indiana, they play 3 linebackers. You know what I mean? Like, essentially, and I know they play match quarter, and we might play a little bit of that as well coming into this next year. So you see their linebackers getting out, covering the curl flat, dropping in the seam, and doing it all. And so now that we have that here, we can play so many different styles of defense. I think it's going to help us overall game plan and just get ready for any kind of team we play.
Yeah, and of course with Muschamp, you're like the secondary's got to be right and that part. But really, the linebacker play of Georgia is what has stood out on their defense. The athletes they put out there, their ability to, like you said, they will double gap and then they will be fast enough to get outside. They can take multiple gaps, and by doing that, you allow the coverage to get a lot stronger. But you need special athletes for this. And this is one of them. And you need to also, if you can get one that can really blitz, now you're hell on 3rd down. So linebacker was the key for me, and you needed really good players here, man. And so you're not just getting, This is not some 5-star that's like year one where it's like, dude, in 2 years he can ball. You have a proven productive guy, number one portal in the portal linebacker. So you get the experience and the skill together. It's a hell of a combination, man.
Yeah. I saw him just a few clips of him blitzing off the edge, man. How he gets there. He has some bend to him too. Like he's an athlete. He just happens to be a little bit bigger. He's a safety essentially, right? Just a bigger safety who's playing linebacker, man. Like he has all the movement skills and hips and footwork as a DB. Like you see him, he's picking the ball when he gets in he picks the ball off. I mean, he's high stepping to the end zone. Like he looks like a safety, essentially, man. But he just happens to play linebacker. So, I guess that's the new age linebacker. But man, you just watching this film, like
that was my worry, right? Because when you look at him, you're like, this guy looks good in coverage. Let me check the run grade, right? Because is this guy going to get ran over? And no, he's good. And so that's the thing is like you're getting all this coverage ability, this twitchiness off the edge, but you're getting a guy who can stand up in the run. So that's the fear when you get a guy that's good in coverage. And here he's a really well-rounded player.
Yeah,
so
he is.
That's what I'm most excited about.
Man.
All right, what did y'all think? We can just answer some of these. What did you guys think of the Indiana defense last night? They did all right. They looked all right.
Man, look, I saw what we've been seeing all season. And look, they're very, very sound. I mean, like they don't get beat deep. It seems like they just know what's coming. They're so well prepared. Like the first interception, they went for a pick six. I guess it's like match coverage or whatever. Like he read it and it's like broke on the football. Like they knew what was coming. They understood. I'm single backside. They got trips on the other side. Now it was a busted coverage because if Dante Moore looks to the right, that guy's gone like up the seam. The safe, they blew it, but it's kind of like we know what they're doing, right? And he kind of just sat and squatted, playing like catch technique a little bit, and like I'm breaking on his ball. I know what's coming. It was quick game, and it
was obvious enough. I mean, Moore just turns and looks, so it's like there wasn't much subterfuge in that, so he is able to get on it. But yeah, Indiana, those guys can ball.
Yeah.
Unfortunately. All right. Optimistic about Cam Coleman. I hope so. That'd be real nice.
Yeah.
What is he finishing up in Alabama right now, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah. He's supposed to be watching a basketball game, man. And he's making his decision soon, right? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. And then Eric posted some good notes over on IT, man. Go sign up if you're not over there with us. He was explaining that process more and what he's hearing about Cam Coleman. So very excited. But what I'm actually excited for is what we have in hand.
Yes.
In Biles. This is a difference maker player. So I'm super excited. Texas portal news starting to heat up. I hope so, guys.
I hope so. Hope this is the start of something.
Yeah. We got Smothers on campus, the running back. We're waiting on Cam.
I love him.
So we had Uluave. Did he already visit? I think he already visited.
He's supposed to be on campus now too. So
okay, cool. So we have some real ballers on right now. So hopefully this is where dominoes start falling and the fans will go from one of the most negative periods I've seen from the Texas fan base to smile a little bit. But this should actually absolutely make you smile. This is a really, really good player. Head over to Inside Texas, guys. Ultimate Fan Bundle, 50% off. Take advantage of that. You will get the up to the minute notes from Eric. When he knows something, you'll know something. Coach Dub, thank you, man, on this wonderful Saturday night, I believe it is. Hopping on again. We did Friday night and Saturday night. No rest for the wicked, man. Everyone, have a great Saturday. Might see you again. Who knows? Later, y'all.